Former Alderman Manny Flores was one of the names tossed around in the race to replace Mayor Daley.
Yeah, but he's out, and now he's throwing his support behind someone else. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on.
Yes, and thanks for being here. So the first thing we want to know is why you did not run.
Well, look, I mean, in the end of the day, we have a very young family, and you know, I just thought it was not the time. But I certainly want to thank my supporters for their continued support on my behalf. But look, more importantly, it's not about individual candidates. It's not about personalities, as I indicated in my press statement. It really is about what the city of Chicago needs. And having served the city as alderman of the First Ward, I could tell you we need to really revamp the way that we run government. You saw from the proposed budget, it's nothing new. We've been dealing with structural problems now for the last few years. We have to think about how we can really reform that, tackle it, taking a look at how we're going to really grow an economic development plan based on, you know, clean technology, clean energy, a 21st century economic development plan. How are we going to make schools attractive for everybody, you know, not just focused in certain areas of the city, and then we still face way too much crime. So, you know, when I was looking at the roster of candidates, I saw Gery Chico, someone who has served for more than 20 years, who has balanced budgets, who understands how government works, who has served as not only chief of staff, but also the Chicago Public Schools, the Park District, and now the city colleges. Hands down, Gery has the experience and has the ability and the vision to tackle the very tough issues that we're going to have to be confronting together.
When you made the decision to get behind Gery, did you know that Luis Gutierrez was not going to make a run for mayor?
You know, I did not know at that time, and you know, I give Congressman Gutierrez a lot of credit. As you know, I worked for him, I'm friends with him, and what he has done on the national stage with immigration reform is extremely important. And I think he also deserves a tremendous amount of credit for doing the right thing on behalf of the voters and taxpayers in making his decision prior to the November election. You know, I think that's really commendable, and you know, and it's I think he showed a good side of the way that things should be done in electoral politics, and not, you know, sending mixed messages about, you know, wanting one job or another.
Let's talk about the other candidates in the race. Why not any of them? Why did you choose Gery?
Look, I'm not going to focus on, you know, again, the personalities or the other candidates.
Right.
My decision is based on what is best for the city, having, you know, based on my experience, what the issues that I've worked on. As you know, I've fought for transparency, I've fought for accountability with tax increment financing, the asset lease funding, when we took on making sure the Olympics were structured the right way. That's what Gery believes in. He believes in making that fundamental change, the reform that we need in our budgets, our tackling the deficit, growing our economy, dealing with crime and safety, and more importantly, Gery has the experience and has a track record, but also has the capacity, the ability to build coalitions. And I think that's what you're going to see throughout the campaign. And look, this is going to go beyond the politics. At the end of the day, we got to do the people's work. It really is about the policy, about the decisions and leadership that we're going to have to implement once we get Gery elected.
A nice way to end that. We have a long list of things to do.
Yes, we do.
We sure do.
Thank you, Manny Flores, for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.